Do you know that the Simpsons family has black ancestry? At school, Willie was using explosives to clear tree stumps and accidentally smashed Principal Skinner's car. Miss Hoover took the opportunity to assign homework. She asked students to research their family trees over the weekend. Lisa searched through her family history, but only found losers and criminals. Feeling dejected, she discovered her ancestor Eliza's diary in the attic. Unexpectedly, it opened by saying she had gotten her first slave.
Me neither, but once the Simpsons were in management.
Fortunately, Lisa chose to keep reading and discovered that Eliza was actually a member of the Underground Railroad organization. They were dedicated to liberating enslaved people. Eliza bravely infiltrated Colonel Burns's mansion. She successfully rescued the slave Virgil, but during their escape, they were chased by patrol guards. At this point, the diary suddenly crumbled to dust due to its age, leaving no continuation. Lisa and Marge rushed to the library. They found new clues in the footnotes of Eliza's mother, Mabel Simpson's recipe book. Eliza and Virgil hid in a circus. Virgil disguised himself as a clown, and Eliza as a bearded woman. The two evaded the patrol guards and successfully escaped back home. At the school's Black History Month presentation, Lisa shared this story. Her classmates all applauded, but Milhouse used the diary to expose the truth. It turned out that Hiram had been bribed with shoes and betrayed Virgil.
And a turnip, Jen. Now what's my surprise?
Your surprise is a new pair of shoes.
Oh my god, that surprise is so pleasant!
Heartbroken, Lisa researched again. She heard the regret of 100-year-old Eliza in an old film. To prevent Lisa from being sad, Grandpa revealed the ultimate truth. Mabel had rescued Virgil at gunpoint. The two escaped to Canada. They even started a new life with Lincoln's help. It turned out that Virgil was actually the ancestor of the Simpson family. Lisa was delighted to discover she had 1/64th black ancestry. Lisa noticed that the engine light had come on in the car. Homer immediately picked up the tape from the ground and stuck it on.
There, problem solved. Relax, he just needs a little lovin'.
At that moment, they happened to stop at the spring retirement home. Meanwhile, Abe thought they were celebrating his birthday.
Happy birthday to me! Happy birthday to me!
However, Abe insisted that they take him with them on their way to the ghost town. After crossing a desert, they arrived at their destination. Marge told the children that there was history and culture everywhere. They should learn from it. The tour guide took them to visit a brothel, a tea house, and an embassy.
Oh, thank heaven.
Lots of prostitutes in there.
There were not only brothels, there are also authentic Western horse-tying posts. The wooden planks on the ground are called pavements. Homer took his family into the restaurant. He visited the robot poker players who were everywhere. He watched the robots play cards. He asked them to start playing, but they started arguing instead. He told them to start fighting.
What is it with you and robots?
Bart pulled the robot switch. The performance robots appeared quickly. Marge took Maggie riding. Meanwhile, Bart took out a wanted poster.
Can I go to the bathroom before we leave?
But Homer was in a hurry to get home and watch TV. They passed 86 high-quality toilets in the rest area. Abe's kidneys exploded because he was holding in his pee. He also couldn't eat anything anymore.
How long do I have to live, Doc?
I'm amazed you're alive now.
Fran fired 3 shots and killed Homer, but it still couldn't stop Homer from destroying Springfield town. A few days ago, Homer was picking up a frisbee that had fallen on the roof. He used his bowling ball to perform miracles with great force. Unfortunately, it hit Frank's head. When Frank woke up in the hospital, the doctor told him there was a tumor in his brain, but it was flattened. Just as Fran grabbed the doctor's hand, unexpectedly, his pupils dilated, and he saw the scene of the doctor falling. Coincidentally, Homer came to visit Fran at this moment and have the doctor pick up the frisbee. The doctor decided to help him one last time. The doctor's death was as seen by Fran. He couldn't believe it was true, so he went to the street to find others to verify. He caught the old man who fell off the wire. I saw the scene of the old man being eaten by a crocodile. He released his hand in shock.
Oh, another setback.
The old man fell into the sewer. This once again confirms Fran's prophecy of death. At this moment, Homer walked over. Fran told Homer about this news. Homer excitedly asked him to show himself. I didn't expect Fran to see the scene of him shooting Homer. Fran can't believe it. So he planned to sell his house and escape from here.
Because I had a vision of myself shooting your father.
Unfortunately, Homer heard this. Homer borrowed money from the police and kept provoking Fran.
Come on, shoot me a new one. Ooh, I'm so scared. Ned Flanders is pointing a gun at me. Flip, flip, flip.
Fran couldn't bear to throw the gun into the shredder. He found himself changing the future, but what he didn't expect was that it brought about even greater disasters. He saw Homer blow up the entire Springfield town, so Fran instructed Homer not to go to the nuclear power plant, but he didn't listen and insisted on going to celebrate his colleague's birthday. Fran hurriedly chased after him and reminded him repeatedly.
Homer, do not press the core destruct button. Press destruct button. Don't do it! Don't do it! You'll kill everyone! Do it! Do it! Kill everyone!
Homer didn't understand, but he followed through. Fran couldn't dissuade him. Turning his head, he picked up the security guard's gun and shot it at Homer.
That's Fran!
Homer tilted towards the control panel. Marge wrote a mysterious letter. The letter flew away as soon as it was sealed, landing on the windshield of a postal vehicle and causing an accident. The letter then drifted several kilometers away and entered a room through a chimney. The woman who received the letter was named Martha. After reading it, she quickly knitted a rocket, and the next second appeared beside Marge's bed. She pulled Marge out of bed, tidied up the bedding, and then placed tree branches around the bed. She found a white piece of clothing from the wardrobe and made it into a bed canopy. Then she used Maggie's head to create window decorations.
So this stuff will just shampoo out, huh?
Why would you want to shampoo it out?
Just at that moment, Bart and Milhouse ran in. Martha asked them if they wanted to be soldiers. After getting an affirmative answer, she put Christmas buckets on their their heads, secured them with tape, and clipped rackets to their backs.
Dun, 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 and out.
Lisa showed off her newly made toy in front of Martha, but Martha immediately saw through her creation process. Lisa became very frustrated. Martha told Lisa to go face down in the snow to leave beautiful imprints. After hearing this, Lisa walked straight outside and lay face down in the snow. Meanwhile, Homer was sleeping on the sofa. Martha took down the curtains and covered Homer with them, then created a Christmas playground. Just then, Homer stirred a bit, so Martha applied some potion to a cloth and covered Homer's mouth with it.
The house looks beautiful. It's like Christmas with a childless gay couple. But it's just not the same without my family being themselves.
Well, thanks for wasting my time.
Bart and Milhouse pressed to watch together. Then the world came to a standstill.
Oh, that was close.
Bart received a watch which can pause time. He pressed the watch and time came to a standstill indeed. He inserted Lisa's fingers into her nostrils, then restart the time.
What the? Lisa, that's a filthy habit.
Bart and Milhouse pressed this watch together. The whole world came to a halt, except for them. They were excited extremely. They paused during the principal's speech and removed his pants. Then they let time continue. The principal was extremely alarmed, and the students burst out laughing. They teased Homer while he was eating donuts. Homer didn't get a single donut. The knife in his hand had turned into a banana. He cried bitterly. Then he found that his clothes were vanished. Nelson appeared suddenly. Then his clothes also vanished. The mayor stated that Springfield is facing a crisis. As he spoke, his clothes kept changing.
I thought our mysterious pranksters might be here tonight, so I covered the meeting hall with ultraviolet powder. Behold the perpetrators!
Bart and Milhouse were caught right now. Everyone chased after them angrily. They paused their time but found the watch was broken.
Man, things are stuck like this forever. I guess we can do anything we want. And no one will stop us!
Excitedly, they made a mess of the house. Bart wiped his family clean. He wanted Marge to give him a hug. Milhouse bound his parents together. They studied a comprehensive collection of watch repairs to fix the watch.
Alright, it says here we can learn watch repair in 8 one-hour lessons.
15 years later, they finally fixed the watch. They placed Martin in their original position, then the time was restarted.
Dios mío, this kid is fun to hit.
Marge hit something with her car. She is very panicked.
Ned Flanders!
He's dead! He's definitely dead!
Lisa suggests turning themselves in. Marge emphasizes this was an accident, but Bart says no one would believe them. Homer talks to himself while facing Flanders.
If anyone asks you to say that you are not dead.
The next day, Homer stands on the roof with Flanders. He imitates Flanders' tone and talks to Maude. Maude, who had been worried all night, finally relieved. Homer throws Flanders down, but Maude just happens to not see the scene. Homer throws Flanders back to his house.
And that's the end of that chapter.
The Simpson family comes to attend Flanders' funeral. The pastor asks Homer to give a speech, but he almost gives Marge away. They finally return home, only to find someone had left a message on their door.
But who?
At night, they receive a phone call. Homer talks to the caller fearfully. Fortunately, the caller just dialed the wrong number. They hurriedly drive away to escape. Homer prays to God, but at this moment their car runs out of gas. Lisa sees the person catching up. Homer directs everyone to split up and run, but at this moment they discover the person is Flanders. Flanders told them he was bitten by a wolf, therefore he became immortal. At the time, they just knocked him back into a human form. The Simpson family burst out laughing happily. At this moment, the moon comes out. Flanders transforms into a werewolf.
Deadly!
Marge accidentally cut Homer's finger,
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry!
Oh, sorry not to put thumbs on the hand, Bart!
and they had to rush the severed finger to the hospital immediately. Marge wrapped his hand with tape, but the finger that was on the plate had disappeared. Homer told the dog to drop the finger, but the dog ran away with it. Marge called the police, reporting that she had cut off her husband's finger. The police decided to immediately arrest Marge. The dog jumped through Flanders' window with Homer following right behind. Homer finally retrieved his finger and headed to the hospital. Homer told her to tell the doctor that she had caught him cheating with 4 beautiful women. Marge was about to blame Bart instead, but accidentally crashed into the car in front of them. The angry car owner smashed their window.
Bart! Over here!
The doctor told them that insurance didn't cover accidental injuries unless another finger was also cut off. Marge thought the doctor was completely insane, so they decided to go to another hospital. On the way, Homer realized they didn't have enough ice, so he rushed into Moe's bar. Moe gave him pickle brine and also poured him a beer.
Well, I really shouldn't, what with my massive blood loss and all. Although I do like the occasional beer.
Homer got drunk at Moe's bar, and Barney fed him lots of coffee. When he came outside, he discovered Marge was gone, so he jumped onto a chicken transport train. When he reached his destination, the hospital was on fire, and his finger had lost its vitality due to the delayed treatment.
Too late, old friend. We always knew this day would come. Say goodbye to your brother.
The manhole cover says do not step on it forcefully, but Bart wants to test the endurance of manhole covers. Bart fell into an Air Force Command headquarters. He saw a video from inside. The video also introduced the missile behind him. Just after Bart rested for a moment and gained strength, he tried to climb out of the tunnel, but just as he was about to climb out, The only road is also broken. Now, Bart returned to the control room and was entertaining himself inside. When he hit the doll to the ground, he happened to see a landline phone on the ground. He tried to dial the phone to Mo. I didn't expect the phone to be good, but he's not trying to find Mo for help. He's just toy him. Just as he was happy, the phone line was burnt out. At this moment, Homer is looking for Bart, but there was no result. He had to go back and seek help from others, but it has never been found either. The police looked at Marge and were anxious to comfort him. Finally, Milhouse discovered Bart's hat. He wants to borrow Milhouse's phone. However, Milhouse had to quickly find someone to rescue him, but now the news is reporting that Bart has passed away. The search and rescue team also stopped their search and rescue operations. Marge really can't accept this message. And at this moment, Milhouse, who was originally going to tell everyone that Bart was still alive, I didn't expect him to choose to hide it because he wanted Lisa's embrace. However, Bob caught him just as he left the house. He wants to find Bart for revenge. At the same time, Bart fixed the phone line and dialed Marge. She was extremely happy when she heard the news that Bart was still alive. She immediately organized the whole family to rescue Bart. Not long after, Milhouse took Bob to the place where Bart was trapped. Bob tied the two people to the missile and prepared to launch them, but he found that he needed 2 keys to unlock it simultaneously in order to succeed, so he came up with his own unique skill.
5 minutes.
Bob regretted it before the missile was successfully launched. Just when Homer and Abe found Bart, Bob has chosen to spare Bart and Milhouse. Bart and Lisa watch a videotape together, but the content turns out to be a bad breath commercial that Bart filmed when he was little.
Your baby stink breath. Your baby stink breath. Who's that lump stink breath?
Bart questions his parents. Marge comforts him by saying he made a lot of money, but in fact, Homer has spent all that money already. Bart grabs Homer's neck angrily. Marge stops him sternly, but Bart feels wronged. Homer says he will always be Bart's guardian, smugly.
Baby stink breath. It was worth it.
Bart confides his troubles to Milhouse. Milhouse suggests him find a lawyer. Bart seeks help from a lawyer. A court summons arrives at the Simpsons' house. Bart says that although Marge has always been good to him, he can no longer tolerate Homer. Homer can't even control his temper in court.
Could the stenographer please read back the previous statement?
Why, you little.
You little! You little!
The judge rules in Bart's favor and requires Homer to pay half his salary to Bart from now on. Bart packs his luggage. Lisa is very worried about him. Bart comforts her and pinches her arm.
Oh, that's so sweet. If I did it right, it's permanent.
Marge tries to persuade Bart to stay, but Bart says that in this house only one of him and Homer can stay.
I'll miss you so much.
Bart moves into the attic. He glances at a photo of his family, but he doesn't make the call, ultimately. Suddenly, Bart discovers a mouse nearby. He gets scared and runs into the elevator, but the elevator goes up instead.
Oh, I'm gonna die in my jammies.